The African continent is facing a number of conflicts, including the Eastern DRC, Sudan, the Sahel region, and now the recent escalation in South Sudan. African leaders are extremely concerned about these developments.
6 of our member states of the African Union are under suspension. Why? Because of the unconstitutional changes of government in their countries. 2, we have conflict in South Sudan, like you've said, that has just erupted in Sudan, in DRC, and in other areas. The peer review mechanism is a very unique mechanism, and I think it's the only one in the world that our leaders, the heads of state and government, have accepted to peer review each other in cordial, honest, and frank manner.
Following the house arrest of the first vice president, Riek Machar in South Sudan, the country is on the tenterhooks amid calls for the peace agreement to be sustained.
They have not created the appropriate national institutions and make them representative and have a continuous system of dialogue of what their challenges are. And therefore, gradually, it started collapsing, and I think it's reached a point where really it's sad. It's South Sudan. This is Africa's newest country, and we thought that maybe they would have gained from the experience of the other countries that had been on the, that we have created through independence, through fighting and everything.
Even Sudan and Khartoum is still facing a raging conflict.
First, let me tell you, the Sudan issue breaks our heart. Every meaningful African who's interested in the future of this country would feel bad about what's happening in Sudan. This is Africa's first independent country. 1st of January 1956 is when they did. And the potential contribution of Sudan, not only in terms of moving their country, but Sudan has the biggest land mass that could be used to feed this continent, Sudan. So it is very sad. But again, it was a failure of governance. First, they have had, over 20 years of military rule. That government fell apart, but it still continued to give a particular role because they still had a military leader. They had somebody who came in from outside and who really I worked with for over 10 years. We worked together in the Economic Commission for Africa. They went there. He was really rebuilding that country.
Meanwhile, the West African bloc ECOWAS is engaging with Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger after they left the bloc. They are currently run by military governments.
Now that we've gone beyond that, I think the dialogue with them have started. The newly elected president of Ghana, President Mahama, was there. Burkina Faso is a neighbor of Ghana. So he was in there, he spoke to them, but it's not a solution that will come overnight. It's a question of engagement and continuous dialogue and telling them the importance of ECOWAS and their own contribution and what they need. And then the difficulties they would have also in running their countries. It's not easy being on your own.
Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.